Hey everybody, welcome to Comics with Bueller. As always, I'm Bueller. Today we're going to take a trip down memory lane. Some of you already know the story, but most of you do not. And this is the story about how this spinner rack came back into my possession after almost about 30 years. It's a really great story, and honestly, it needs a little bit of setup for you guys to understand exactly what's going on. When I was a kid, I was in the comics, as you guys all know. And there was a local drugstore that was getting rid of their comics, and they had this spinner rack, and they were throwing it away in the dumpster. And I rode my bike up, and I grabbed it out of the dumpster and put it on my bike and pedaled my butt home, and had my very own spinner rack to put my books on. I was around 10 years old at the time. As the years went on, my likes and kind of my the way I wanted my room to look changed because I was getting more into the girls at the high school I was going to. So I wanted to make my room look a little bit more, let's just say, manly. And this wasn't quite doing it. So I decided to take the spinner rack and put it underneath the crawl space underneath my parents' house. And then I redid my bedroom, and unfortunately it didn't really make a difference. But this was long and forgotten and underneath the house for quite some time. In 1996, my parents sold that house, and of course life went on. I got married and kids and everything and never really thought about it. And then I started doing this YouTube thing, and I came across a picture of my bedroom as a child, and I saw this rack in the picture. And I showed it to everyone who was watching a video, and there was a few people who said, I wonder if that spinner rack is still underneath that house here 30 some odd years later. And one day I just decided, you know what, it can't hurt. Let's go see what we can find. So I made my way over to that house, which is actually not very far away. And from that point on, we'll let the video speak for itself, because this is raw footage from that day. And also my reaction after everything took place. I'll see you at the end of the video. I hope you enjoy. Right now I'm across the street of the house I grew up in. I don't know the owners. I don't even know if they're home. But I am going to make my way over there and try to somehow explain that there could be a comic book spinner rack below their house. And we'll see what happens. So yeah, this should be kind of fun. I don't even know if they're home. You know, if not, I'll come back and try it again. But anyway, let me turn the camera so you guys can see the house. So give me a second there. Let me raise it a little bit. Sorry guys. It's going to take me a quick second to set this up. I'll try to edit it. Okay. Okay, so that's the house. So I'm going to go over there and give it a shot. We'll see what happens. Alright, hey guys, so I went ahead and edited this footage so you guys don't have to sit through just me walking around. So I sped a little bit of it up and stuff so you can see exactly what's going on. So I'll just provide you with a little bit of commentary. I haven't been up to this doorstep since 1996, so it's kind of neat to go and take a look. So right now I'm just ringing the doorbell. There's actually wasn't any cars in the driveway, so I didn't think anybody was home. I'll just speed it up there. And it looks like I think somebody just answered the door right now. And I'm trying to explain, and I made myself into the house. The lady was fantastic. I told her Comics with Bueller, I do a YouTube channel, and kind of explained to her what I was looking for. So right now I'm in the house and I'm looking around, and she let me look underneath the house and you know, to see if it was still there. Hopefully you can see the door opening right here, and as that truck goes by, you can see an image emerge from the door holding, yes, the spinner rack was underneath the house for the last 30 years. She was fantastic. She thought it was just hilarious. to hear what was going on. And she was more than happy to let me take a look. And she actually knew exactly what I was talking about. She said her husband saw something underneath the house one time and they had no clue what it is. Alright, so I'm making my way back into the car, so I'll let that take over. Okay, so you can see behind me is a spinner rack from my childhood. The lady at the house was super nice. She let me in. I crawled underneath the house. You know, like I always say, it never hurts to ask. And lo and behold, I can't believe it. A memory of your childhood comes back. And it's just awesome. I haven't been in that house since 1996. I'm out of breath because I'm fat. But I got my childhood spinner rack back. And I'm pretty proud of myself. And I can't say thanks enough to the lady at the house. She was fantastic. And thank you so much to her. Alright guys. Okay, so this is my childhood spinner rack that has been missing for almost 30 years now. It's now back in my possession. It's just awesome. I'm just smiling, you know, I haven't stopped smiling since I crawled underneath that lady's house and found it, and she helped me pull it out. And we had to it's a little beat up, it's bent, yeah, but I can bend it back, you know, a little bit. But to think that this was something I picked up, you know, when I was like 10, 12 years old, and I lost it, you know, and now it's back with me. And it'll be on display, and I'll be putting some great books in here and fixing it up a little bit. And just to have it back is just awesome. It never hurts to ask people. Just remember, you know, just people are good. You know, just try to be kind, and you know, people will notice that. You know, your goodness and stuff. So it worked out awesome. So anyway, guys, I wanted to share this with you. Thanks again to the YouTubers that inspired me to do this. It paid off big time. Spinner rack, Comics with Bueller. Awesome. So there you go. That is the spinner rack story. Like I said, out of my possession for almost 30 years. Underneath the house, that whole time, that house had multiple owners over the last 30 years, and none of them did anything with the spinner rack. It's in fairly good shape. It was a little dusty, like I said in the video, but you know what? It's very special, and it's back in my possession. And like I say, you know, it's a piece of my childhood, and there's very rarely do you get the opportunity to add a piece of your childhood back into your adult life. And I had the great opportunity to do so. And really, it was because of me doing YouTube and having some of the viewers make some comments to me about it. Without that, this would have never happened. And it's a pretty great story, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And do me a favor, this is one of the defining moments in my collecting career, if you want to say, as far as something meaningful. And I don't think it can ever be redone. And if you want to share this video, please do, because you know, it's times like this that need to be shared, and the good and everything. So there you go. But you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and put some books back on the spinner rack, because you know what, that's what it's for. Thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate your time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You know what to do. I'll see you next time.